Bayern Munich's 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League on Tuesday night proved to be a crucial turning point for both teams, though for vastly different reasons. For Bayern, it was a much-needed win that lifted them to the edge of automatic qualification, while for PSG, it signaled the growing pressure and risk of an early exit from the competition. Bayern's resilience and growing confidence. Bayern Munich entered the game under pressure after a rocky start to their Champions League campaign, having secured only one victory in their first 3 group stage matches, alongside 2 defeats. This left them with just 6 points from 4 games, and with a real risk of finishing outside the top 8 positions that guarantee automatic qualification to the knockout stages. However, despite their shaky start, Bayern appeared a more focused and determined side against PSG. The game's opening minutes showcased their attacking flair as they created early chances. Jamal Musiala's brilliant dribble through the heart of PSG's defense was halted by Safonov, and Leroy Sane's effort on the follow-up was also blocked. Bayern looked threatening, with Musiala and Sane often finding space between the lines, stretching PSG's defense. But PSG, despite their poor form in the competition, responded well. PSG's best chances in the first half came through Ousmane Dembele, who was dangerous on the wing and managed to carve out 2 chances. The first saw his powerful shot blocked by Bayern's defense, while the second saw him narrowly miss the target after a well-worked pass. João Neves also came close, but Bayern's veteran goalkeeper Manuel Neuer was in fine form, thwarting the danger. Even when PSG looked most dangerous, Bayern's defense stood firm, and Neuer proved why he is still one of the world's best shot-stoppers. The match began to turn in Bayern's favor when they took the lead in the 38th minute. A corner from Joshua Kimmich caused confusion in the PSG defense, and Matvei Safonov, under pressure from the attacking players, fluffed the clearance, allowing Kim Min-Jae to head home from close range. Kim's header, powered and precise, gave Bayern a deserved lead. It was the result of sustained pressure from Bayern, who had been the more dangerous side up to that point. Bayern nearly doubled their advantage just before halftime when Kingsley Coman, after a brilliant solo run that saw him beat 2 PSG defenders, fired over the bar. It was another missed opportunity for the Bavarians, but their dominance in the first half was clear. PSG's struggles and the impact of Dembele's red card. PSG's start to the second half was disjointed, and things only got worse when Ousmane Dembele was sent off in the 57th minute. Dembele, already on a yellow card, lunged into a tackle on Joshua Kimmich that earned him a second yellow card, reducing PSG to 10 men. His dismissal, while harsh, was a sign of the frustrations that had been building in PSG's ranks. Dembele had been one of the few bright sparks in a struggling team, but his reckless challenge only served to highlight PSG's collective indiscipline. With PSG down a man, Bayern seized the opportunity to assert even more dominance. They controlled the midfield and pushed forward relentlessly, sensing that a second goal could seal the victory. A quick passing move in the 66th minute saw Coman through on goal once again, but his shot narrowly missed the target. Bayern's ability to carve out chances in transition was evident, and PSG's defense was continually exposed, with their numerical disadvantage making it even harder to keep up with the pace of Bayern's attacks. Despite their best efforts, PSG could not prevent Bayern from continuing to apply pressure. Safonov, after his earlier mistake on the corner, made amends by keeping PSG in the game. The Russian goalkeeper produced a fine save to tip a powerful shot from Musiala onto the post. The effort was a reminder that, despite their struggles, PSG were not without hope, and a goal could have sparked a dramatic comeback. However, Bayern's defense, marshaled by Kim and Matthijs de Ligt, was resolute, and Neuer remained largely untroubled as the match wore on. PSG's desperate situation. For PSG, this defeat is yet another blow to their Champions League aspirations. Sitting 26th in the group with just 4 points from 5 games, they are now on the brink of elimination from the competition. With only 3 matches remaining in the first phase, PSG are now relying on other results to progress to the knockout rounds. Luis Enrique's side have been inconsistent and are struggling to find any rhythm in the competition. Their only win so far came in their opening match against Girona, but since then, they have been far from their best, suffering back-to-back defeats and struggling to find a way past Bayern's defense. This result also highlighted some of PSG's vulnerabilities, particularly in defense, where their inability to handle set pieces and deal with crosses was exposed by Bayern. The absence of key players like Kylian Mbappe has been significant, but even with him, the team's lack of cohesion and structure is concerning. The red card for Dembele only added to their troubles, as it was a symbol of the frustration and lack of discipline that has plagued PSG throughout this campaign. Their fate now rests on their remaining fixtures, and they will need a miracle to qualify for the next stage unless they drastically improve their performances. Bayern's push for knockout qualification. For Bayern, this win was a major boost as they now sit just 1 point behind the top 8 in the group, with 9 points from 5 matches. With Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen coming up in the Bundesliga and the German Cup, Bayern will be looking to build on this momentum and continue their push for automatic qualification. Their next 2 matches are vital, and with key players like Thomas Müller, Leroy Sane, and Joshua Kimmich all firing, Bayern will hope to carry this winning form into the knockout phase of the Champions League. Their defensive solidity, epitomized by Kim Min-Jae's powerful header and Manuel Neuer's ever-reliable presence in goal, will be crucial as they look to maintain their winning streak. Bayern's clean sheet in this match was their 7th in a row across all competitions, showing just how well they are defending at the moment. If they can continue to play with the same level of discipline and determination, they are well positioned to make a deep run in Europe's premier competition. Looking ahead. For Bayern Munich, the path to qualification remains open, but they must remain focused in their upcoming domestic fixtures. They will be hoping to avoid any distractions and maintain their momentum as they aim to secure a top 8 spot in the group. For PSG, the situation is much more dire, and Luis Enrique will need to quickly find a way to turn things around if his team is to have any hope of salvaging their Champions League campaign. The pressure is mounting, and with every passing match, their chances of advancing become slimmer. As the competition progresses, both teams face defining moments ahead, with Bayern looking to solidify their place in the last 16, while PSG desperately seek to recover from their disastrous start.